What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're bringing you some more VGC with Acebo. As you can see, I'm messing around with the settings of the visual display here. I know we got a little bit of darkness over here on the top and bottom of me right here, but maybe we can get an overlay going sometime. I noticed that whenever I was watching it back, I was blocking over like the time left and things like that. I know that's probably not a big deal, but you know, you want to see the whole screen. So I actually tried recording like a few times, and all those games I won with this team. Unfortunately, there's always some type of audio or visual error. So hopefully that doesn't happen this time. But yep, we're gonna be using the same sand team we featured last episode, and this will probably be the last episode I use this team. I just kind of built this team just so I'd have something to display. So I'd really like to build something fun for everybody. Now I know my Twitter poll does go off here in a couple hours, and it's looking like circuitry is going to be the winner here, unless I get a few more votes in. So hopefully next episode I'll bring you all a cool circuitry team. But we're jumping in here with Sammy. He's got Ice Horse, Tapu Lele, Landorus, Whimsicott, Dusclops, and Tapu Koko. So we got two different types of terrain possibilities here. I could see he has the Tailwind option and he has the Trick Room option. Question is, what does he go with? Because if you go with Tailwind, you think he's gonna be using Landorus a lot. But if I were him, I would go with Trick Room. So I think what I want to do is go maybe Attorney. I don't really want to bring Thunderous because it doesn't really do much. Maybe Hatterny, Excadrill, Rotom. Hang on. Audible. I'm gonna bring Indeedee, Rotom, Tyranitar, Excadrill. Okay, I did that just because if I lead Indeedee Rotom, I could possibly get a nasty plot off, and I think that would be really beneficial looking at his team. I'm immune to Landorus, so really the only two threats I see, other than Rock Slide of course, is the possibility of Tapu Lele and Flash Freer, I think they said. Because Landorus Tapu Koko off the start. Okay. So we're not in a bad spot. But we're not really in a good one either. So we gotta really see what goes on. We do get the Psychic Terrain out of there, which is good. I mean the Psychic Terrain out. But let's see. So, get the Psychic Seed. See, I should have led Thunderous. Something was telling me to go fast, but we don't really have a great switch in right here either. If I'm my opponent, I kind of want to max here. Rotom. I'm gonna have to eat we're gonna go for this. We're gonna go for the Helping Hand, max Flare into Landorus. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do right there. I really want to get a nasty plot off, but I didn't want to eat a Rock Slide, you know. So following me really wouldn't have worked there. I think Koko always goes into Indeedee here with like Volt Switch, or maybe like a Choice Specs. I'm sorry. Apologize. So we're gonna see get the Helping Hand. So I mean, we might get lucky and a Helping Hand Flare. Okay, so he does that. Screens Koko. Okay. So does he just go for Rock Slide here? He does. So we take that fairly well. And we'll get this, it's Life Orb. Okay, so we're gonna get this max flare off, and we're gonna set the sun. Okay. Wow, that did great damage. Even through screens. That was fantastic. Okay. So you probably don't want to stay in and take another one, right? Like, you're probably gonna want to swap out. But who do you swap out into? He doesn't really have a great switch out. I'm wondering, does U-turn KO Indeedee? It might. So I'm kind of thinking maybe go for a Dazzle here and flare the Coco slot. Actually, I'm going to Psychic the Landorus and go for a flare into the Coco slot. Because we're in Psychic terrain, so I want something that comes in. I want to be punished. The only real thing he can switch into, he Bolt switches, okay, into the Indeedee. So we're going to hit that slot with a max flare. It's going to be really good. I would assume maybe Dusclops. We'll have to see. Yeah, okay, Dusclops. So this should still, I think this should do like 50%. At least, right? And does Lane just go for U-turn? Or just go for another Rock Slide? Okay, he does go for U-turn. So that's going to pick up the K on Indeedee. That's okay. We can bring Coco back out. Actually, that KO's Landorus. I forgot about Life Orb. Nice. So the Landorus threat was really the biggest thing to my T-Tar and Execute on the back. And that only does 40%. That's a bulky boy. That's a bulky boy. Okay, I kind of want to bring in Tyranitar here. Let's see, who does he have? He's got Lele, Glastrier. Brings in Glastrier, I can threaten with Flare. He wouldn't bring Whimsicott. And Coco, Landorus, Dusclops, Lele, Whimsicott. Did I just say them all? Glastrier? Yeah. So I think he has Glastrier in the back. So Rotom is going to be really big here. He still has Dynamax, but I'm thinking he wants to Dynamax the Glastrier in the back. So let's see. Make sure that we get rid of the. We really just need to prioritize getting rid of Dusclops here. I can't really afford Trick Room going up. So I'm going to go for the Crunch here, and I'm going to go for a Max Lightning into that slot. I don't see it surviving combo. Let's see, what else could he do here? He could swap out Dusclops into his Glastrier, which would be not smart. He could max Coco and go for Starfall, but I don't think that KOs T-Tar. Reflect. I don't get the boost from Light Screen, from Electric Train here, so it's going to come down to T-Tar KOing. We'll see. Reflect. It does. Nice. Okay, so that picks up the KO. That's really good. Okay, so he has Reflect and Light Screen both up here. That's my last turn of Dynamax. So Glastrier is going to be able to Dynamax here. It kind of worries me because I don't want to proc a Policy here. But let's see, he'll probably have Steel Spike, Quake, and Ice. Let's see. I don't know if he's Light Clay. Could be. Part of me wants to protect with T-Tar and go for a nasty plot. I think you go into Tyranitar here with Steel Spike. And Coco, I don't know if Coco can really damage Rotom here. See, we see Reflect. He has Dazzling Gleam and Volt Switch. So we get this nasty plot off. we could double into the Glastrier slot next turn with a weakness policy boosted Rock Slide and Overheat. If he goes for what I think he's doing. I think he still spikes into Tyrannosaur. He goes for maybe Dazzling Gleam here. So, we'll see. See the Dazzling Gleam. Hopefully he goes into Guitar. Take that. We get the plot off. As long as it doesn't go into Rotom. It's Quake. Okay, so he gets a Spadef boost off. So that actually works out because we're going to get the weakness policy boost. We take those. So this next turn, I think it's Coco. You're just gonna Dazzling Gleam again, right? So I think we Rock Slide and Overheat. He does have Screen still up, but we do have Extra on the back. We're gonna proc a policy here, but I think that's okay. I think this is like our only play here. We should live this. Yeah. So hopefully we have to connect. So good damage. Come on, Rock Slide. Do proc policy. We need this to hit. We connect with both. Nice. Okay. So we just see a Max Quake again into T-Tar. Okay, so he got his special defense boosted again. But we have the Sand and we have Excadrill on the back. So we know Coco doesn't have Protect here. So I think this turn is just an EQ, right? I think this turn is an EQ and Nasty Plot. Because we're going to outspeed the Glastrier. And we have Focus Sash and Excadrill, so we should survive the turn here. We won't KO the Glastrier, but we'll KO the Coco, and we'll get the Nasty Plot off. So that's really good. And then Glastrier should probably connect with a Quake again into Excadrill. We're back at +2 here. And then we both will be able to Iron Head. Overheat. Right, yeah. So that's why I like Focus Sash and Excadrill, and I really like having Excadrill in the back, right? Because he's just really good, and with the Sash he can live a hit, so he's got really good coverage with the Rock, Ground, and Steel type. So Glastrier, that's his last turn in Dynamax, so we timed that really well. And now, yeah, so, I mean, I'm assuming one Iron Head should pick up the KO here, but as long as we don't miss an Overheat, too, I think we'll be fine. But yeah, I think this Iron Head should pick up the KO. So, GG's to Sammy. They played that really well. We got super fortunate that we were able to pick up the KO on Dusclops right there through the Reflect. If not, I think we just... I don't know if we auto-lose there, but it's pretty close, you know? Like, it would be a lot harder. So, good. Let's take a look at their team. So it is Policy. Yeah, they actually had Body Press. So, no Protect. Huh. Really good. Yeah, we would have been in trouble, I think. We could have just Body Pressed or Max Knuckled. It was Spec Slowly. We didn't get to see it come out. It had Magic Room and Charm. Okay. So we saw the Life Orb, Landorus. We got really lucky too. We knocked that out so early. Whimsicott. Good beat up. Beat up on Whimsicott. What would you have beat up? I don't know. Anyway. So, good game to Sammy. Move on to our next battle. It's cold. Alright. So, looks like we're getting ready to go into the next tier if we get another win here. So, we're doing pretty good. I think we have time for... We'll see how long this next one is. We might have time for one more battle. I mean, 2 more, sorry. Yeah, so I'm thinking of circuitry for the next team. I don't know if I want to run, like... I don't think circuitry gets a lot of setup, so we'll probably have to go with, like, maybe a life orb set. I really want the team to, like, revolve around circuitry. I don't want it to be kind of like a side piece, you know? But, yeah. Let's see what we got. I think if we just lead Thunderous that last game, if he let Coco Landorus, I think if we lead Thunderous, like, in DD, I think we're in a really good spot, because we just, like, helping hand Airstream into Landorus. Okay, so we got Gilliam here. He's got Urshifu, Heatran, Grimmsnarl, Rillaboom, Landorus, and Zapdos. So right off the start, I love Thunderous, right? Honestly, I really like Thunderous Excadrill here. I think that does really well, because that combo beats. Thunderous is faster than his entire team. And Excadrill can Iron Head, Grimmsnarl, Rock Slide. If he leads Landorus, then we have a Defiant boost off the start. I like that. I also like... I like Rotom for the Rillaboom. I don't think Tyranitar is play here. What are the perks to using Hatterene or Indeedee here? Maybe a late game Indeedee. It can get rid of the Grassy Surge. And if it comes down to like Rotom Indeedee, I can follow me or Nasty Plot support. Actually, I really like Indeedee. I think it's really underrated. Like, a lot of people think it's just like a Trick Room setup, but I think it can be much more than that. And I think we're showcasing that here. So let's see what Gilliam does. Who's he lead? Urshifu. Landorus. Okay, so that's really good for us. It is the dark type Urshifu, so that's even better. Oh. Get the Defiant boost here. What's the bigger threat to my team? We have Rotom and we have... I think Urshifu is a bigger threat. So. Urshifu could be sashed here. Landorus doesn't usually carry Protect, so... I really want to max Airstream into that slot. I think if you're Urshifu, you switch out to Protect. Like, you switch out, like... Doesn't have a lot of switches, though, does he? Let's switch out into Indeedee here. I don't know if this is the right play, because then Indeedee could just get hit, but I don't... I think Urshifu's protecting here. Hopefully I didn't pick wrong, but... That gets rid of the Sucker Punch possibility? No, it doesn't, because he's Defiant. I mean, he's off the ground. Yeah. I think you have to Dynamax Thunderous here, right? Because you got the Defiant boost. You outspeed everybody, and after this Airstream, you're really going to... Like... Unless you Dynamax Landorus, I think this just KOs. I just really hope he survives the turn here. So he is going to Dynamax. Who do you Dynamax here? Probably Landorus, right? Okay. So we're going to see if it's Assault Vest, we might not pick up this KO here. But I think it's going to be close. I wonder what Urshifu's going to do. If I was Urshifu, I would... If I was in my opponent's position, I would probably Protect. But he doesn't do either one. So it looks like Assault Vest. Or no, not Assault Vest. It doesn't matter. I'm physical. What was I talking about? Okay, so we may not be in as good a position as I thought. We're just close combat into Indeedee. So we survive. But what is... Do we have a Quake? Rockfall. Do we survive this? Oh my gosh. That does so much damage. That's not good at all. That's not good at all. So I think right here, you Airstream Urshifu, right? Because you have to be cautious of the max guard. Do you Airstream Urshifu here? And you follow me. Because Thundurus will survive. Landorus might go for, follow me, just protect from Sucker Punch. He does switch, oh, he switches out Landorus. Okay, he doesn't want to take a hit. Okay. Well, he just got rid of his Dynamax that fast. That's really good for us. Brings in Heatran. Okay, probably anticipating that slot getting hit. I'm going to follow me just in case he goes for Sucker Punch. He doesn't, so the Airstream is going to pick up the K on Urshifu. That's really good. So we get the Urshifu out of the way. That helps against Excadrill. Need to be cautious of the Heatran here. If he brings Landorus back, then you're just going to get intimidated again. We're going to go down this turn anyway because of Life Orb. So he does bring Landorus. What do you have in the back? Is it Rillaboom? Kind of what it looks like, doesn't it? I could see him going for Protect on Heatran. Which would be okay, because I feel like I want to go to an Airstream right here. Helping Hand. No priority, right? I don't think there's any priority with Heatran. So this is just kind of like to cover maybe like a Zapdos switch in or something. But we should get rid of Landorus here. And then Heatran didn't protect, so maybe he just went for Heat Wave. Which I think would be okay, because we're going to bring in our Rotom and Excadrill. Assuming that Indeedee gets knocked out here. I'm guessing that he has Rillaboom in the back. It is Heat Wave, so... Yeah, I think it's going to be Rillaboom. So we're going to have Rotom and Excadrill. So, let's see. What do you do if you're my opponent? If it is Rillaboom. Because then you stop my Earthquake. Yeah. So we're not really in the best situation here, but we're not in the worst either. Let's see, what do you do here for my opponent? Grassy Glide? It could be Banded. I wonder if he Grassy Glide into Excadrill here. And like, Heat Wave maybe? Part of me wants to EQ anyway. Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to... Yeah, he could Fake Out. He does Grass Glide, okay. Into Rotom. Okay, so I'm just doubling up into the Rillaboom here. I don't know why, but I am. get it knocked out, that's really good. What does Heatran go for? Because if he goes for a Heat Wave, then I'm going to survive the turn. Barring a burn. You know. No burn. Come on, no burn. Nice. Okay. I don't think we burned. Animation would have already came up, right? Okay. So it kind of makes me think it's maybe Specs Heatran. So I'm gonna Earthquake here. I think that's like the best thing to do. Even though Grassy Terrain's up, I think like 4 times weakness is still gonna do a good amount. And then Thunderbolt. Or do you Nasty Plot here if you need to get back to neutral? I don't know. Do you Nasty Plot? I still think you Thunderbolt. I still think you Thunderbolt here. Be a Shookaberry, that sucks. Go to so much. I think my opponent still might have this. Oh, he gets. Oh no. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Gilliam. Yeah, he had that in the bag. Because you Heat Wave, barring you don't miss a Heat Wave, then you get Excadrill knocked out, you knock Rotom down, and there's no way I can KO because you just Heat Wave again and I lose. That sucks. That sucks. I'm sorry, Gilliam. We got bailed out there. We got really bailed out. I thought we played well, but that was well played. Well played. We got super fortunate right there. But yeah. I mean that's Pokemon, but still, I feel really bad about winning that one. We probably should have took the L there. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions for what I can do better or any Pokemon you want to see featured, comment down below. I'll put my Twitter in the description so you can follow me and check out my future polls and things like that. See when videos are going up online, and subscribe if you haven't already. And like the video. But yeah, I appreciate you hanging out with me today, and we'll talk to you next time. See you.